Hi, everyone. It's Reverend Dr. Katie. I hope you're doing just great today. I'm running a few minutes late because I went to Pilates yoga and the instructor forgot the keys and had to go home and get the keys. So everything was running just a little bit late. But oh my goodness, what a perfect way to begin the fall. Today is the first day of fall. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the equinox. And so what does that mean? That means that we are 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of sunlight-ish, depending on, where you are in the and up and down in the latitudes, I guess it is. But this is about the most balanced day that we're going to have all year long in terms of night and day, in terms of light and dark, sun and moon. So that's just beautiful. So I'm going to invite everyone to pause and to tune in to that energy. Really feel it. Even if you've never done that before, just give it a try. Not going to hurt anything. Right. This is the day when I was in elementary school, we would try to get eggs and stand them up on their end. So I hope you had just a little moment of respite in your day to tune in to that balancing energy. Now I have this Pilates hair. Okay, I think it's fixed now. I didn't want to delay any longer by going and doing anything extravagant to try to fix my hair just for the video. Yeah, so I want to talk today a little bit about balance, and especially as Christians, as we seek to live a balanced life, as we seek to balance our spirituality, as we seek to expand our spirituality, and what it feels like to have that balance. So I don't know if you're like me, but my schedule's pretty packed most days. I work from home. A lot of what I do is from home, but my schedule is still really packed. I meet with clients all the time. I'm in the business of transforming lives. I don't transform them, people transform them, but I help facilitate the space and help give direction to people as they're transforming lives. And it's beautiful, energetic work. I love it. I love what I do all day long. I need to restore my sight balance. There we go. So I love doing that kind of work, but it's easy to get out of balance. It's really easy for me to give everything I have to the people that I serve, to all of you, for people who work with me individually and in groups. And it's easy for me to think that doing that is the solution, that that is balanced. But in reality, I also need to take time for my own spirituality, for my own practices, for solo time, for meditation, for tapping into energy like the equinox, the earth energy, for my own prayer time in order to receive the balance that I need. So in order for us to have real balance in life, we have to not only give, which I know you're all givers because you're here. You're Christians, you love being in mission, you love helping people, you're all empathic, you love reaching out. I know you all want to help the world. But in order to give, what's the balance of that? So in everything, you have to ask yourself, what is the balance of that? The balance is, of course, receiving. Are you able to receive? That is your question for today. Are you able to receive? I'm going to invite you right now to open your palms like this, gesture, a universal gesture of receiving, and just pause and receive the love and the grace that is always, always present for you, that God has for you. So we're all just going to take a deep breath. I imagine you to receive that energy. It may come as a feeling. You can imagine a beautiful ball of light, maybe two balls of light, landing in your hands, emanating this grace and this love that is yours. All right. Take a deep breath whenever you can. Return back to the present moment. Open your eyes. If you were able to do that, even just a little bit, if it came easily or whether it didn't come easily, doesn't even matter, then you were able to receive. That's that balancing energy to giving. So I talk to a ton of people who are really interested in saving the world and doing their part in reaching out, and they're interested in giving. And that's beautiful, but you have to learn you have to learn to be able to receive before you can actually learn to give in a healthy way. And that is part of the equinox energy that we are tapping into. And so learning to be a healthy receiver is the first step in order to be a healthy giver. One of the things that I think the seasons, kind of tapping into the different energies of this season, all the solstices, all the equinoxes, and even all the cross-quarter days that occur between those. I love honoring each of these days. When we can tap into this energy, we kind of shift around over the course of the year, of the natural year, and we think about balance. We think about drawing inward at the winter solstice. We think about expanding outward at the summer solstice. It helps us tune into all of these energies. The equinoxes are especially good about helping us figure out that balance. Right now we're shifting, those of us in the northern hemisphere, we are shifting from a place of this expansion with the sun into a period of inner reflection as we draw closer to the fall and to the winter. So that's the period we're in. It's like this little balance point right now, and then we're drawing more into the period of inner reflection. And that period of inner reflection is really, really important of course, in the life of a Christian. And learning how to balance all of these energies is such an integral thing to what we do, and learning how to be a beautiful receiver as well as a beautiful giver is really important. And all of these help us discover what our life purposes are. They help us discover what our mission is. They help us discover what is Christ calling us to do. And if you are being called into a particular mission, into a particular calling, into a particular ministry, which you all are, everyone is called to their expression of Christ's love in the world, then we can use this energy, this kind of balancing energy, to figure out what it is that we are being called to. So I encourage you to take this day, discern, do a little discernment, do a little balancing. You might do a little yoga. You might do, something that helps restore you. And if you have the availability and the time, you could take a little nap as well. Figure out what it is that is restoring you so that you can take the next step. So many people don't pause long enough to have that period of discernment, so they can never take the step that they are being called to take. And that's what I'm here for. So if you have been kind of waiting to take the next step, to make the next call, to move forward, I encourage you to take a few minutes today. It might not take more than 3 or 4 or 5 minutes of restful, balancing activities. And then if you are ready, when you are ready to make that next step, reach out to me. You can private message me. Let's see what's going on. There's no reason to live an unbalanced life any longer. There's no reason to delay whatever it is that Christ is calling you to do, because you are called. Like, I know you're called. I love it when people have worked at all this metaphysical stuff for a little while, and then they're like, oh my gosh, now I know what my calling is to. I know where my social justice path is. I know what I am being called to do. And then they can set off about doing it. Like, it's so beautiful. But we can't get there if we live an unbalanced, this kind of life of imbalance. We feel like we're always walking across the balance beam, but kind of falling off, and we don't have a safety mat underneath us to have a nice soft landing. And that's what metaphysics can help us do. It provides that nice, safe landing for us. I love teaching people how to incorporate this into their life. Maybe you're next. Maybe God is calling you to this, and to go deeper in your own walk and in your own faith life, using these tools that will help strengthen your relationship with Christ. That's what I'm here for. Reach out to me anytime. I love you all so much. You're all in my prayers. You're all in my high vibration. I love interacting with you. So I can't wait to see what's next. Just reach out, private message me. That's the easiest way to get into contact with me. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.